Hey everybody, I wanted to give you a quick video overview of the 3 different files that come with the Sleeps Until Countdown file. I wanted to walk through all the pieces so that you know what they are. Make sure that you also watch the longer form video overview of the project because that will help you more easily identify what these parts are. So I've got 3 files that are called Sleeps Until Draftboard 1, 2, and 3, and these are made to be used with Glowforge Medium Draftboard. You can use other materials if you want. All you got to do is just change the slot in the base to match your materials. So let me walk through all these pieces here. So here on the left side of this file, there's 2 of the cards that you're going to cut. The rest of them are over on another page, but there's 2 cards there. Then here, going clockwise around, there's the 2 L's that go right here on these green score lines that hold the cards. And these 4 rectangles are the pieces that go right here and right here underneath the L's. Then continuing on here, you got the star that goes on the top of Mr. Moon's hat. And then these circles, the larger of the 4 circles, this one right here, this one is his, not nose, this is the circle that goes at the top of his smile, like the rosy red cheek. And then these 3 other smaller ones are the circles that go on the star, on the back of the star, the back of his brim of his hat, and the tall part of his hat. So those are the 3 circles that glue there. Again, you'll see that in the other video. Then this piece right here, these 4 pieces are the pieces that go together to hold the birthday or vacation phrase on the front. These 4 right here. And then, of course, obviously, this is the round piece that goes vertical in the middle. And again, the green lines are all score. Make sure you do not cut those. Please score those. Green here and green here. And then sleeps until, if you're doing this out of Draftboard, you'll just either you will engrave those, or you can cut out sleeps and stick it on there for a 3-dimensional look, and it looks great either way. And then I'll slide over here for a second. Out here on the side, I've also got a backwards version right here that is made specifically for clear acrylic. So if you use acrylic instead of MDF or Draftboard, I recommend that you use this one instead of this one so that you can engrave and score on the back so it'll look a lot better. But that's what that's over there for. If you're not going to use acrylic, you can delete or ignore that. Okay. Then over here, I've also got sleeps cut out so that you can cut that out and put it on the acrylic or on the Draftboard as well. You don't need both of these, of course, just pick one. Moving on down around, you've got Mr. Moon's hat right here, Mr. Moon's body with his nose right there, and then here's his eye and the smile, and then again there's the brim of his hat, and you've got your words to cut out. So let's move over to number 2. And this one is just probably what it appears to be is the numbers 0 through 9, and you'll want to probably cut 2 sets of those. Although, as I was thinking through this, depending on how old your kids are, you're probably not going to count down, 50 or 60 of anything. So, or certainly not 90, probably. So you probably won't need all of the 2 sets. So maybe 0 through 9, and then maybe 1 through maybe 3 or 4. But that's up to you. And then these next pieces here. This long rectangle and these 4 shapes are what makes up the card holders that go in the back, on the back of the base. And here's the base right here. And you'll see these 4 green score lines. That shows you where to set each one of these guys right here. So you're going to set it right there along that score line up against your vertical piece. And then you're going to use this rectangle here to then go across all 4 of them through these notches. Again, you'll see that in the other video. Of course, this is your base. This is the one piece that you might want to adjust based on the thickness of material you choose. So make sure that you take a look at that, because right now this one is 0.126 inches wide. You'll want to adjust that depending on what material you use. So make sure you measure your material with calipers and then adjust that based on what your needs are there. And then coming back over here, here's the vertical piece that goes in that slot. Now, this, again, if you're going to adjust this, you want to check it first. But this tab right here is just long enough to go through this slot if you're using medium Draftboard. If you're using anything else, you're going to want to adjust that to make sure it fits right. And then the very last, sleeps until number 3 is, of course, no surprise, all of the cards. Again, if you're going to, just like the video talked about, if you're going to engrave these on both sides, you won't need all of these. Just depends on how you want to approach that. But I hope that helps. Now that you've walked through all those, let me know if you have any questions, but make sure you watch the other video first. But I'm here if you need me, so let me know. I look forward to seeing what you guys create.